All right, we in the building, man. What's going on? What's going on? Top Flight TV. This is Mr. Top Flight Films here. We in the building with Terry Goofy Jones. What's up, big dog?
What's up? What's up, man?
Ain't too much, man. Glad to have you on the platform. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm good, man. We in what they call this out here, H-Town?
Yes, indeed. Hagerstown.
We in H-Town, man. Took a little trip and I'm feeling good, you know.
My man, Hagerstown, Maryland. We got Goofy Jones, Terry Goofy Jones in the building. We about to set it off. I gotta start off with the regular questions, man. Where you from, bro?
Man, I represent the whole PG County, Maryland. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the side that's Forestville, Upper Marlboro, Suitland, all that shit. That's the side. That's my side right there.
Okay. Yes, indeed. So, there's no specific spot, like no specific city or township that you from?
Yeah, well, I was born in Forestville, raised in Upper Marlboro, so you know that area right there.
Okay, what was that like? What was it like living, growing up in that area?
Man, it was cool. It was DMV culture, and if you don't know what DMV culture like, that's I don't know. I don't really know opposed to any other city, but you know, you go through what you go through. You know, you got tough guys, you got cool guys. You know what I'm saying? Maryland a weird place because you could be rich and still deal with tough guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's a weird place because we got a little bit of everything. But it was cool. You know, I was always the fun, funny, and athletic dudes. I wasn't really too much in a mix of anything rough going on. You know, I had my fights, but I could fight. So
Hell yeah. That's what's up. Yeah. So while we on the topic of the DMV, I want to ask you. I want to get your perspective on the they call it a crime wave. What do you think about the violence going on in the DMV right now?
What I think about it, I hate it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I hate that every time I look up, I either gotta send my condolences to a friend of mine that's hurting, or it gotta be somebody who I knew who, you know, who recently passed away. Rest in peace to Tone, you know what I'm saying? That's I knew him, but that was my man Marco, one of his great friends, and now, you know, I know he going through it heavy. And it's just, you know, it's really sensitive. It's like I really don't get it. You feel me? Like I feel like we need something else to do, something better to do, fill up our time, because you know it should be no reason we dying at this rate. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't like it. I hate it.
Right.
I hate it. It make me want to leave. That's what it make me want to do.
Yeah. So let me ask you, what do you think the root? I mean, besides poverty, I know we talk about poverty and the conditions. Well, in a place like PG, where you know it's parts of the town, parts of the county that is poverty stricken, and the other parts that aren't. What do you think is the cause of this, man? What do you think is the cause, and how much of an effect does the music and the culture play on what's going on? Do you think the music and the culture is driving a little bit some of this violence?
Yeah. I mean, I want to say it is, but I want to say also the music and culture wouldn't matter if we had more stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was coming up, I had a lot. I was in summer camps. I was in all types of, you know, stuff to do. And then on top of that, we got to go to go-go's. Even though go-go's eventually got violent, I feel like it was a lot less violent. You know what I'm saying? At least, you know, we was having fun. We was doing this. We had somewhere to be. It was like, if, you know, my general life would have been like football practice. I was into boxing, so boxing, and then, you know, go to a party or a house party or something. I feel like kids just don't have nothing to do. And when you left with nothing to do, you got social media, drill music, and then you got nothing to do. You gonna start trying to follow what you see. So I feel like that's what's really going on. Like, I don't know. I be asking youngins sometimes, and they just, you know, they be like, I don't know, I just be outside. That's their answer, you feel me? But they just be outside because they ain't got nothing else to do.
Right. I feel like I think every teenager, black and white, have a phase of rebellion.
Yeah.
I feel like our rebellion looks a little different than the average American. Well, you know, right now when we with young black men rebel when we go through our quote unquote phase, it involves a sinister type of activity. You know what I mean? And I think the culture is a direct impact of that. So like when say Caucasian people, when they go through their phase, they might just, do some drugs or, they might just do something. But ours is a lot more destructive and a lot more violent. And a lot of our youth don't make it through that phase. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm in the mental health, and I talk to my folks about my mental health joint about this. And what that phase is right there is like, when you becoming a teenager, I know we all remember becoming teenagers and getting that muscle or getting that body type, but at the same time in our mind, we kids. You know what I'm saying? So the world is looking at us like we grown men. The men is looking at us like we grown men. So now we are a sheep in wolf's clothing. You know what I'm saying? We want to have fun, but now we got to put on this, and then we start moving in that. And then the second that we really get tested on that, it got to be real or, we out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the phase as just black youngins that they going through. Like, look, I don't want to be extra tough, but I gotta be extra tough or somebody going, play with me in that.
Well, let me ask you this too, because I have a theory of my own. What part of do the women or do the girls play in this, right? So hear me out. So I know when I was growing up, early on, it was when we was on some R&B shit. Yeah. Because that's what the girls was digging, right? But after a while, right, the girls they wanted the bad boy, you know. You know what I'm saying? And I remember feeling a little bit of pressure, like, you know what I mean? I might have to, shit, is that what they want? You know what I mean?
Like what I gotta do.
What I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So I think it kind of, what you think? You think the women have the women or the girl? I'm gonna say girls because, women, grown women, they on their shit, man. Yeah. But as far as girls, you think the young youth are pressured by the female aspect?
For sure. About that time when you were young and you hit middle school, everything you do for a female at that point. The shoes you wear, the clothes you got, the haircut you got, you know what I'm saying? The persona you get, you like, man, shorty, she like that? All right, I'm going to start trying to be that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even learn, a lot of people don't learn to just be themselves and your shorties will come flocking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it definitely, I agree with your theory. It got a lot to do with, you know what I'm saying, with the females. And if they decide to hit a switch and all be back in the R&B, then everybody be back. Right. It's a big portion who in the, you know what I'm saying, them youngest who be in the Brent Fayez and then, know, so it's just that the more effective, the more killing is happening on that violent side. So we see that more. Of course, we're going to see violence more, but it's another side to it. I definitely believe that.
Have you ever been through a tough guy phase? Was you thugging, dog? Did you?
Like, look, this is what I like to say. Like, I done had my phases, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't go crazy. I just always be on what they call man time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not going to be played with. I done had that phase where I just felt like I wasn't going to be played with. And then it may have been ego. It may have been pride. And I've been doing too much. But I ain't never had no phase where I would just sit. Because that ain't even me to just be sitting around acting superstar. I start laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like I done been in a joint, you know what I'm saying, in a group fight, and the nigga done got excited to see me. I'm like, no, I can't be tough. I'm too happy. I'm bringing too much joy out here, man.
Nah, definitely. All right, so let's get to it, man. Hey, so you wasn't thugging, man.
No, wasn't.
Yeah, man, that's good. So how did comedy keep you from that? You just said that you had a different spirit, man. So how did you get into comedy?
Well, it was two things. To answer your question, what kept me from that was getting into boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get into boxing, you learn like, all right, I know how to defend myself, and a lot of these niggas woofing. You know what I'm saying? So when you get that kind of, extra pep in your step, you're like, I ain't worried about these niggas. You know what I'm saying? They talking, but if we really gotta go there, it's there. And then them dudes start to respect you because they know better at that point. They know who to woof at. But then when it came to comedy, I always used that for everything. Like I used it for therapy. I used it to get me out of them, binds. You know what I'm saying? When a nigga really mad, but you make everybody laugh, you're like, all right, I can't. He can't really go there with me. But yeah, comedy always been a part of whatever I do. It wasn't even like purposeful that I did it. it's just based on, you know, because everybody in the DMV comedian. That's how I like to say. Like everybody, so you got to be extra funny to be in the DMV. Everybody there is a comedian. You feel what I'm saying? So it was just a part of who I was, and I just, you know, it happened to make me some money eventually. You know? But it wasn't like no thing I could say I chose on purpose. Like I knew this is what I was doing, and none of that. It was just me.
So okay. So what made you take it serious, man? Like what was that catalyst that said, you know what, I'm funny. I really want to pursue this as a full-time situation.
So what ended up happening is I was on Vine, that Vine heavy, right? And I'm moving on that, and basically this is before I even knew that Instagram comedians could go and get on stage, right? So I'm so my man, it was actually my cousin. He keep trying to book me to do stand up. I'm terrified, right? But then he just keeps saying, let's do this stand up. But then they showed me the money, right? And I was like, oh, that's nice, right? I didn't even know they paid niggas to stand on stage and make jokes. I thought it was just something people did.
Where was this? Was it a club or what? Stand up?
No, this before I never even did the stand up,
Okay.
right? I never even did that one. But what made me take it serious was because when I was plumbing before this, right? I was doing the plumbing stuff. But now I started thinking, I was like, man, I'm doing plumbing. I'm waking up at 4 a.m., getting to the job site on 6 and not leaving till 6 p.m. And I just told myself, man, I made $100 for posting somebody somewhere. You feel what I'm saying? And I just told myself, look, the work ethic, if I put it into this plumbing, all this extra shit I'm doing with this plumbing, if I go and put that into my own career, I'm gonna be gone. And then from that point on, I was like, all right, I'm gonna take myself serious. I'm gonna learn how to do stand up. I'm gonna learn how to, you know, make my quality of videos go higher. And I'm gonna try to do whatever I see fit. And then I started seeing that, like, damn, I'm already kind of in the vibe of everything I'm doing. Now I just gotta figure out, you know, exactly how to do it. You know what I'm saying? So.
No, absolutely. What was your first stand-up joint at? You like at a club? Or?
It was at Suitland High School.
Okay,
McKinnon put a show on. Shout out to McKinnon. He
Yeah. Okay, I forgot.
It was, he had me headlining for 40 minutes my first time. Boy, I was scared as hell, man. Katie Moe was in the building. She said I was gonna be something. So.
No, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so you did the show and you started doing Instagram next, or you was already doing that, like the skits and all that? What was it? Go ahead.
On Vine. I started on Vine, and I ain't do for like maybe like 4 years. I ain't touched it. I didn't even know that was an option. You know what I'm saying? Like to touch the stage until McKinnon had that show. And then I did the show, and I ain't do stand up for another like year and a half because I still didn't really. He threw a show. Like it wasn't the other OG comedians who was like, hey, come here, do this, do that. Like, so that was it. You know what I'm saying? Back to the videos, and then the Vine transition to Instagram. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just start putting videos on all platforms. You feel what I'm saying? And then years later, Davey Ruffin, he came onto the scene. And I was already doing shows like maybe one here, one there, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. I was really into hosting high school events and stuff like that. And Davey was like, man, we need to start having comedy shows. And that put a spark on everybody because he was really the comedian who came in and was like, let's throw all our own shows, let's do our shows, let's do this and that. You feel what I'm saying? So we was doing it before that, but he set that fire, like, all right, we gonna make this a thing, like the new thing that everybody go to. So that's when I got on fire and really was like, I'm gonna be the best. So like I gotta do this at a P level. I gotta do this like if Martin walk in the room, he like, damn, what was that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when that was.
Y'all still doing shows?
Yeah, for sure. Me and Pat are about to put a tour together.
Okay.
Well, it's being put together, and you know what I'm saying? We plan on start moving around in November. You know what I'm saying? And we always put shows together. My thing is always just making them bigger and better. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to be doing the same thing we did when we first started. You know, that make niggas stagnant or make the crowd feel like we ain't grown at all. I want when they see me, they like, damn, this the real deal. This is it.
So who where you get your name from? Somebody gave you your name, or?
Yeah, so I went to Henry Wise High School, right? When I went to that school, it was a girl. She was in the slow classes, and she was bad, but she ain't never ever talked to me before, right? And I remember seeing her one time, and I had on this orange Goofy hoodie, and it's the first time this girl ever spoke to me. She was like, "Hey, Goofy," a little slow ass jump. You know what I'm saying? Bad as hell. From that day on, I said everybody called me Goofy. I went home, changed my Instagram name to Goofy, took some pictures in the hoodie, and from that day on, it was that. But it kind of matched who I was anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's where my name came from. That's where the Goofy came from.
No,
shout out to her. I seen her a couple years ago. She didn't even know. She didn't even recognize me. She don't even know she gave me the name or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hey, so I saw your post about the show. You did a short film. You did a couple short films, right?
Yeah.
What's up with that? What was the motivation behind that?
Man, I'm gonna keep it up, man. I'm just trying to be the greatest nigga ever. You feel what I'm saying? Like I know I have the skills. Like we just shot another one, and I know I got skills that other people just don't have. And the problem is I ain't trying to be one of them niggas who coulda, shoulda, woulda been nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So even though I don't have all the equipment I need and all that, we doing what we do. And I ain't gonna lie, right now we got a hell of a team. You feel what I'm saying? So we just making it shape. You know, I put I made my first real film with World War Polo Entertainment, and One Up Entertainment, and that was on Tubi. It's called The Kickback. Y'all go watch The Kickback. It's on Tubi. You know, that was my first film that I really put out there, where I just stepped out there. But once I learned, you know, I know what to do with these cameras. I know how to direct really well. I know how to. I say I'm a decent actor. I want to be better, but I say I'm a decent actor. But I was like, man, I got the people, I got the cameras, I got what I need. Let's make something shake. So, yeah. And Eddie Murphy and Martin did it. So you know, I'm doing my version. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. So you working with a lot of DMV artists, like, I mean, not artists, but just people in general, comedians, the film directors. So what's the scene like? That type of scene. We know DMV got a music scene. What's the scene like behind the scenes as far as like film, comedy? Is it a healthy scene?
I mean, you know, every team toxic. It ain't not one scene that ain't toxic.
Well, let me rephrase that. When I mean healthy, I mean is it functioning? Is there
We have a function, like there is hierarchy there, you know what I'm saying? We got Megamind Entertainment, like we got the cool kids, we got people who doing stuff, you know what I'm saying, and doing it at a high level. So I can't sit here and say that you know that we ain't got stuff, but I'm just kind of moving on my own flow, and we don't have there is no, not that I know of, bad energy in the air. You feel what I'm saying? So if I need to call them and say, hey, how'd you do this? They'll tell me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Coop here. If I need to call him and say, hey, how you last question I remember asking is, how did you sync the audio? What's the time? Whatever he was using. He just told me straight up, this is how it works. This is where you get it from. This is what it's for. So yeah, they all are very helpful towards me. I don't know anybody else's experience, but I know I keep my name good and I do what I'm supposed to do. So, you know, everybody is helpful towards me. People come out, they on time, they respect me because I respect them, and that's just the standard I set. So yeah.
I saw you did a post not long ago about people working with each other. Yeah. And sometimes I know I find, especially in the DMV, dog, where people they if you work with somebody or you making moves, or they will, you know, a lot of people will try to say like you jumping on a team or you riding waves or something like that. Hey man, explain to people the importance of networking and the importance of being able to work with others.
Yeah. So I'm gonna explain both sides because I didn't explain both sides on my post, right? Okay. You wanna network. First of all, this is the rule. Whether you like it or not, nobody get rich by themselves. Not one soul has got rich by themselves. You can do the research, right? So when you got people around you and they got this and you got this, I recently put up a post that said, where my man was talking about 1 + 1 should equal 3. 1 + 1 shouldn't equal 1. And that term don't mean crazy math. That it don't mean nothing stupid. It just mean that if y'all can come together and make something greater than both of y'all, both of y'all, then now you on a level. But if you thinking about it like I got what I got going on and he can't add nothing to me and then you really missing it. And it's the same thing for females. Y'all move around with what I call like that DMV mentality, where it's like you think you already better than everybody, but you ain't even left the DMV, and don't nobody care what you got going on past these little frames. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to work together. I'm telling y'all, it's so much money out there, and we gotta. I know every city say this, but we really got a flavor that people love. People love. We put it together. We work. Boom. You be gone. I'm telling you, just gotta stay consistent. You be gone. On the other side of that, it's a lot of people in the DMV who don't understand that work don't mean I work for you. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean you come with nothing and I come with something and you talking about why we ain't working together, because you ain't doing shit. You just made an Instagram page and said I'm a photographer now, and now the other photographers got to fuck with you. Hell no, that's never gonna happen. Yeah, so it's interesting. We got, mental health is crazy in our little area, so niggas would be crazy sitting there looking at you like you supposed to work with them and they ain't did a damn thing. So it's a hard little line to walk, but when you working, you can understand who working. You can look up and see what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the, work together, but understand that you gotta put in work to be worked with. So
right. No, that's heavy. That's a lot of game right there too. On topic,
this nigga got a Young Jeezy voice.
The DMV, right? So I've been watching for a long time. And what does it take for the DMV to truly be successful? And what do you think that it is that might be hindering us? And when I say truly successful, I mean like going over the top. We got a lot of artists, we got a lot of people doing a lot of great things, but it doesn't seem to translate nationally all the time. We got our exceptions. What do you think we need, the DMV needs to be truly successful? And what do you think that's holding us back?
So this is how I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. I don't think the DMV is not successful. I think this is the split, right? When you're trying to please the DMV, those people are not successful. But we got Rico Nasty, we got Corday, we got Wale, we got people who have to get to a level where they got to stop saying everything DMV, because when you do that, your mindset, you just get to impressing the DMV, and we super hard to impress. Go impress the world. The DMV gonna have to back you. You feel what I'm saying? Martin ain't said the word DMV and I don't know how long, but I guarantee you ain't nobody saying he ain't from the DMV.
Yeah.
So we got success. It's just like how you got to go about it. And it's hard to say, but you got to kind of forget the DMV, not forget them in the sense of like this not your home, but you trying to impress the world. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you could throw little DM, like why they do it all the time, throw DMV lobs and if somebody in the DMV want to come in, you know what I'm saying, dunk that motherfucker, go ahead. But he is impressing the world. You know what I'm saying? This motherfuckers in LA and all these other places listening to his music. So he's not, it's so many successful people who you meet around the world and they be like, yeah, I'm from the DMV. And you be like, damn, you from the DMV? Like, but they just not stamping it like that, because the ones who are here and who just try to rock with you, this is what they will do with you. They gon' amp you up, tell you not to leave. Then when you stay too long, they gonna act like you they first cousin who they calling you by the first name basis, and now you ain't shit, and now they gonna say you fell off. No, get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Once somebody start bobbing their head, you got it, gone. You know what I'm saying? Get the next city, get the next state, get the next state. Once you get all the states, you can come back home and sit in the DMV for a second. Don't stay too long. They gonna try to shoot you. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that.
Dang, that's heavy, man. I noticed that, like, for a perfect example, that is Shy Glizzy, where he did Awesome. Yeah. He shot the video, I think it was in Miami. It didn't look DMV. Yeah. The song kind of sounded DMV, but it was a universal type of vibe. And that's when his shit just went out the roof. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely some good game, man. Switching topics, man. The Diddy skit. If you're not following my man, go follow him right now. Terry Goofy Jones. This man has a skit of Diddy that's hilarious. Talk to me about Diddy. What is your opinion, dog? What you think, man?
Man, I don't know, man. I feel like we living in the Matrix, man. Anything could be real at this point. You feel what I'm saying? I always tell people, man, if I can sit here and make a video and you think these niggas on Fox News or whatever can't make the best video ever, you know what I'm saying? They make movies and make... Do you know in the last Fast and Furious, they use this nigga Paul Walker brother to finish the movie? They can make anything. So I don't believe nothing. And honestly, I hope he ain't on no weird freaky shit, but I'm not involved with him enough to even give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I pray that he ain't, whatever, but at the end of the day, my job is to make a little comedy out of anything that's out there. I'm just trying to make you laugh. So as far as Diddy, hey man, I hope you ain't, freaking off, and I hope that was a joke that they found all them damn baby oil bottles, because Lord knows what those could be for. But yeah, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, indeed. All right, another classic topic, trending topic, 50-50, man. You going 50-50 or you paying for everything?
Shit, that all depends on the joint. You know what I'm saying? Like if you come respect, see, I always tell my junks, look, trick me respectfully. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to pay for it, just go for your pocket. You know what I'm saying? I knew you wasn't gonna pay for it. I knew you wouldn't, but go for your pocket to make me feel like you wanted me to believe it, and I'll pay for it. You know what I'm saying? But if this is if I don't know you from a can of paint, bitch, you might pay for this. Like, what do you mean 50? Like, women be for trying to, like they the prize, but come to the table with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but this coochie that all the rappers that had. What we doing? Like, we're not doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if I like you and that's what I want to do, then that's what I'm gonna do. But that's my choice. It ain't mandatory though. And if we sit there for long enough and you just say the wrong shit, I might just get up and leave. I might pay for my shit at the front desk, and they might come to you.
Definitely. So right now we're gonna do something. I'm gonna call it alley-oop, man. Give me your favorite comedian in the DMV and your favorite artist in the DMV right now.
My favorite stand-up comedian in the DMV is Lawrence Owens. He's the OG. He the one who took me everywhere. And fuck the DMV. He is one of them niggas you could set this nigga on the island in Jamaica and he'll have a crowd like roaring. You know what I'm saying? Like any topic, he ain't scared of nothing. He's anti-cancel culture because he say anything. You feel what I'm saying? But it's not just a shock value thing. He really be preaching, doing comedy. He is at a top level, you know what I'm saying? I wish him much more success. And then my favorite artist in the DMV, I don't know, maybe because we went to school together, but it's always gonna be Flock. Okay. It's gonna be Flock. It's Flock and No Savage. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't go to school with No Savage, but Flock, I just like how he move as a person and then how he move as an artist. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And then both of them got that same feel to me. Like they can go anywhere. They can make you emotional in the song. They can make you turn up in the song. Most other DMV artists got one little shot, and it'd be like, all right, after 3 songs, it's over with. It's the same song.
Indeed. Yeah. So, what's okay? So, you got the Martin Lawrences, you got Eddie Murphys, you got the legends like Richard Pryor, Red Fox. What is your goal? What's your end goal? What do you see yourself? You want to do movies, acting, production, get on your Tyler Perry shit? What's your? Do you have an end goal? A vision?
I do. My end goal is a mix of all of them, right? So when you see greats, you don't want to mimic them. You want to, you know what I'm saying, be their successor. You want to be a little bit greater than all of them. And they gave me all the tools to do that, right? So you got Keenan Ivory Wayans. He created Living Color. I want to do that. I want to do that on my level. You got Eddie Murphy, who has made stand-up like, on Michael Jordan level. You feel what I'm saying? I want to do that on that level. He's also produced his own movies and made his own movies and played and starred 15 roles in his own movies. I want to do that. I want to on everything that I touch. I just want to be on that top level. So I want to have a Martin have one of the high. I ain't gonna say one of the. To me, I don't know no other sitcom that resonates through generations other than you know what I'm saying, Martin. So I want to have a sitcom. I want to have a sketch comedy show. I want to shoot, and Cat Williams shot and produced all his own stand-up specials, right? I want to do all of my own stand-up specials. I want to do all my own movies like Keenan Ivory Wayans. And I don't know, I just want to, all that P level, you feel what I'm saying? And I'm starting at the right time. It's a lot to do, but you know what I'm saying? It's going to get done. And then, you know, shout out to Kevin Hart. I want to do all of that independently, but be commercial like Kevin Hart. You feel what I'm saying? Like sellable. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be in Kevin Hart position, but I want to do that on an independent level.
Absolutely. Man, my brother, you know, anybody that's paying attention, we can clearly see that you're on your way. And I wish you the most success. Tell the people where they can find you.
And you can find me on all social medias at GOOFYSSS. It's four S's, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be your favorite comedian with the big nose. You're gonna see it, you know what I'm saying? You wanna get some laughs, come holler at me, watch my podcast, the G's Laugh 2 podcast. Catch me on any set. I might be in Hagerstown next. You feel what I'm saying? Like
No, for
we
real.
find a comedy club and
He might break you out, though. I might break you out, though.
man, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? We gonna make it happen. So, you know, I've always been in the mindset I wanna represent the whole DMV, and Hagerstown to me is a part of the DMV. It might be a different culture. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely a part of the DMV, you know, all the way out to Salisbury. I don't give a fuck. If we Maryland, we Maryland. That is what it is. So, yeah.
Nah, no doubt. I was just telling my man, I am about to I'm about to declare, because you know how they say the DMV is only certain areas.
Yeah.
The ribbon cutting ceremony will be coming. I'm going to declare the rest of this the DMV too. So other people in other parts of Maryland, they can do the same thing. But
yeah,
because I was trying to figure out a name, what can I name this? You know what I'm saying? And there's no other name. So, you know, we're Maryland, so we might as well be the part of the DMV. But I'm going to make the official, it's coming soon, the official declaration of the DMV will be coming very soon, man. Y'all stay tuned for that. But my brother, listen, I appreciate you. Is there anything you got going on that you want to plug?
I got my short films coming out. For each holiday, we got a short film coming out. For Halloween, we just finished shooting that Friday. We gonna have the Thanksgiving one, and we gonna have a Christmas one. So y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all just keep clicking that. I'm gonna keep entertaining y'all. If you like the stage, I'm on the stage with you. You can go on my page, go to the link in my bio, find out all my shows. You know, I'm gonna try. We gonna try to figure out this Hagertown joke. You know what I'm saying? You know, but until then, you know, if you got to fly out on my side, then come holler at me. But yeah, that's about it. And then also check out my movie that's already on Tubi, The Kickback.
Absolutely, man.